Welcome to DigiMasters Shorts. We are your hosts, Adam Nagus
and Carly Wilson, delivering the latest scoop from the digital realm.
Waymo is expanding its self-driving fleet into new regions and is leaning heavily on a new AI system called the Waymo World Model to accelerate that push. While the company cites more than 200 million real-world miles driven, it says billions more virtual miles have been generated using simulations built on Google DeepMind's Genie 3 technology. The goal is to train autonomous vehicles for rare or dangerous scenarios that real-world driving data struggles to capture, such as extreme weather or unusual road conditions. Unlike earlier models, Genie 3 can maintain context for several minutes, allowing simulated environments to behave more like the real world as situations unfold over time. Waymo has adapted the model to generate both camera-style video and 3D LiDAR data, combining visual detail with precise depth information critical for safe navigation. Engineers can now alter routes, weather, lighting, and traffic conditions in recorded drives, creating more realistic and flexible training scenarios than traditional simulations. The system can also enrich ordinary dashcam footage by generating synthetic sensor data that mimics what Waymo's vehicles would have perceived. These capabilities are especially important as Waymo moves beyond sunny test markets into cities like Boston and Washington, D.C., where driving conditions are more complex. The success of the approach ultimately depends on how accurately the simulations mirror reality, but Waymo believes the technology is now realistic enough to meaningfully improve autonomous driving.
Scientific analysis has cast doubt on two long-accepted paintings attributed to Jan van Eyck, St. Francis of Assisi receiving the stigmata, held in museums in Philadelphia and Turin. Tests using artificial intelligence failed to detect Van Eyck's brushwork in either painting, rating the Philadelphia version 91% negative and the Turin version 86% negative. The results challenge the belief that these works are among the rare surviving paintings by one of the great masters of early oil painting. Leading Van Eyck scholar Till Holger Borkert said the findings support the long-suspected idea that both paintings may be studio works rather than painted directly by Van Eyck himself. Art Recognition Chief Executive Karina Popovici described the results as dramatic, especially given that another Van Eyck masterpiece, the Arnolfini portrait, tested as highly likely to be authentic. Art historians noted the surprise that both versions tested negative, prompting deeper analysis to confirm the results. Some critics cautioned that restoration and condition issues could affect AI-based brushstroke analysis. The findings raised the possibility that a lost original by Van Eyck once existed, with the surviving versions produced by assistants in his workshop. The debate comes as interest in Van Eyck remains high, with fewer than 20 paintings universally accepted as by his own hand and a major portrait exhibition planned later this year. Apple is pulling back on a planned artificial intelligence-powered health coaching service, according to reporting from Bloomberg. The effort, internally described as a virtual health coach tied to Apple Watch and iPhone data, was meant to deliver personalized fitness, nutrition, and wellness guidance through AI. Bloomberg's Mark Gurman reports the company has delayed the feature and wound down recent development amid rising competition in AI-driven health tools. Health remains a central pillar of Apple's strategy, but applying generative AI to sensitive medical and wellness data has raised concerns around accuracy, liability, and user trust. The service was linked to a broader revamp of Apple's Health app and would have relied on machine learning models trained on user behavior and biometric data. According to Bloomberg, the pullback followed a leadership shakeup in Apple's Health division after Eddie Q assumed oversight and questioned whether the project met company standards. Observers have noted that while Apple's devices excel at data collection, turning that data into reliable automated guidance remains a difficult challenge. Apple is expected to revisit the idea once its AI platform matures, but for now the company appears cautious about deploying generative AI in high-stakes health scenarios.
WordPres has launched a new connector that allows site owners to share selected backend data with Anthropic's AI chatbot, Claude. The company says users retain full control over what information is shared and can revoke access at any time. For now, the connector grants Claude read-only access, preventing it from making changes inside a site's content management system. WordPress has previously suggested that future updates could allow write access, opening the door to editing and publishing tasks through chatbots. Once connected, Claude can answer questions about site performance, such as summarizing traffic trends or identifying posts with low engagement. WordPress has also introduced template prompts to help users manage comments, review plugin installations, and compare performance across multiple sites. The update highlights WordPress's broader push to integrate AI tools directly into day-to-day website management.
Thank you for listening to today's AI and Tech News Podcast Summary. Please do leave us a comment, and for additional feedback, please email us at podcast@digimasters.co.uk. You can now follow us on Instagram and Threads by searching for @DigimasterShorts or search for Digimasters on LinkedIn. Be sure to tune in tomorrow and don't forget to follow or subscribe.